Okay, so this is going to be the color retouch application. First, I want to point out to everyone that we're going to be doing correct draping. And the correct draping for any chemical service is towel, cape, towel. So what I like to do is take my, I'm using a washcloth to fit around the mannequin. So what I like to do is take the towel and fold it corner to corner like this. It makes it a little bit longer so you can wrap it around the neck of the mannequin or your client. And you can either just tuck it in like this, or you can secure it with a clip. The reason that proper draping is so important is because we do not want to get any color on our client's skin, or definitely not on their clothes either. That's a sure way to lose a client, is if you get color on their clothes. Okay, so now that we have her properly draped, the first thing we're going to do is put in our 4 quadrants. This is the same as what we learned over the summer for doing the relaxer. You want to part her straight down the middle. You come straight down the middle of the front, all the way down to the center of the nape in the back. You guys can follow along with me. Go ahead and start putting in your 4 quadrants. Your second parting is at the top of the head. Right about here at the high point of the head, the apex, down to the ear.
Miss Science?
Yes.
I don't have a mannequin stand, so I'm not sure how to do this.
Okay, just do your best.
Okay.
Okay. Then this parting here is going to continue across the top of the head over to the other ear. This is the one I call the headband parting. And what this is going to leave you with is going to look like an X on the top of the head. And that is where all of your color subsections are going to come off of, is this X at the top of the head. Or the cross. That's what we're going to be referring to this as, the cross up here. Once you get your quadrants in, we're going to be starting in the back, on the back right quadrant. But before we go into our subsections, we're going to outline our quadrants and outline the hairline. Whenever you're doing a color application or any chemical service, it's important to wear gloves. This is definitely something that State Board will take points off for if you don't do it. Okay, so you're going to take your tint brush and your cholesterol, and as he showed in the video, you just want to pick up the product on the tip of the brush. Okay, you don't want to stick it in all the way, because then it'll be harder for you to control the amount of product that you're putting on. We're going to start to go around the hairline.
I have a question real quickly.
Yes.
I don't have cholesterol, so is it okay if I just like use this? This is just mousse, but it's white. It'll show up.
Yeah. Yeah, if you do not have your cholesterol, use what you have. And we'll just go with it. Okay, so as you can see, I'm trying to keep it very close to the new growth area. See that right there? You don't want to apply more than 1 inch away from the new growth area. On a real client, you will go according to how much new growth she actually has. But for state board purposes and for what we're doing right now, I want you to try to keep it to about 1 inch away from the hairline. When you're doing a color retouch service, it does go all the way down onto the scalp. This is an on-scalp application. So we're gonna work our way all the way around the hairline, taking care not to get sloppy. You don't wanna get it all over the skin. This is a little different from the relaxer retouch. With the relaxer retouch, we were concerned about it burning the skin. In this case, color is not that strong, but we don't want it to stain the skin. So you need to learn to be very precise and very careful with your application. Once you've gone all the way around the hairline, I want you to go back to your partings and outline your partings. This is just gonna sort of delineate our areas. It also helps to control the hair.
Alaya.
Turn your microphone on. There you go.
I didn't know it was on.
Turn your microphones off, you guys. I'm recording this for to put it up on the stream. Okay. Can you see how it's staying within 1 inch of the hairline? I'm doing that in all of my sections as I go ahead and outline these sections. We're dabbing it on more than brushing it, okay? And you should be putting it on evenly. And it should be thick enough that I can see your application. Depending what you're using, if you're using something that doesn't, you know, show up quite as well, it's probably gonna just end up looking like the hair is wet, and that's okay. We'll do the best that we can. But if you have cholesterol, we need to be working on applying it evenly. All right, so I'm coming around here. I'm outlining my last section. I'm almost done outlining. Okay. All right, we're gonna start with the back right quadrant here, okay? you are gonna start in this area up here. Remember, this is the cross up here where our sections cross. So with a tint retouch or a color retouch, you only want to take a 1/4 inch section. 1/4 inch is very small. Okay, this is about the size of my first section. You put the product on at the root, coming about 1 inch off of the scalp. Okay, do you see that? Your product is, here's the scalp, it comes up about 1 inch. That is not that much, is it? Make this a little bit heavier so you can see it. That's about 1 inch. Then you just take that section and you just lay it over. Then we're going to take another 1/4 inch section. It's about this much hair. Look, you guys, I can see through it. You can see through it. That's a 1/4 inch. Okay? These sections are small. You paint it on both sides of the section. See how I'm holding it taut? I'm holding this hair nice and taut so it's easier for me to get even saturation. And then when I'm done, I gently lay it back out of the way. Now I'm going in, I'm taking another 1/4 inch slice. When I say slice, that's a parting. It's see-through, right? 1/4 inch is small. I'm painting on the top of it and on the underneath, all the way down to the scalp. The scalp is going to have product on it. That's the way it's supposed to be. And then when you're done, lay it over. And we're just going to continue going through this section, this whole quadrant, taking these 1/4 inch, very small, very precise sections and applying the hair at the root area. Notice I'm holding the hair away from the scalp. If you lay it down and paint and press, all this hair is going to push the product through to the sections underneath. So get in the habit of holding the hair up with your other hand while you paint it on. That keeps your sections from sticking together. Taking another 1/4 inch slice. Okay, can you guys see that? We're going to keep working all the way through this section. When we learn how to do a relaxer retouch, The sections that we took were a little bit bigger. Those sections were 1/2 inch subsections. The reason why this one is 1/4 inch is because when we were doing the relaxer, we were trying to get through it a little bit faster because the product is so strong. So we went ahead and took little bigger sections so we could get through the hair faster. With color, it's not as strong a chemical. It's not going to burn their scalp. This way you can be very precise and have a very controlled application.
Once we finish this section, can we move on to the next one?
Not yet. I want you guys to just hold on. If you guys are done, just hold off. And we're going to go through and look at each other's sections together. So I'm about to the bottom. When you get to the bottom, you're going to be tempted to smush all these sections and just hurry up and finish. Don't do that. Keep your 1/4 inch partings. Okay. I'm going to count my sections just to give you an idea of how many it took me. Okay, I had 16 sections. So you don't have to have 16, I'm not counting. The reason I say that is just to give you an idea. If you had 10, that's not enough. If you had 30, that's too many, okay? That'll give you an idea of how much a 1/4 inch section should be.